Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 and another part of our Newcastle United series. Now last time we left off we had won the League Cup final 5-1 against Chelsea. We now have played 4 games since then. It actually hasn't gone all that well. We drew 0-0 with Crystal Palace, a frustrating game. We had lots of chances but couldn't get the win. Then we had a really interesting game against Southampton where we actually went 2-0 down, and going into the second half it got a little bit worse actually. That was when we went 2-0 down. So the first goal was here after about 18 minutes. Castillo, who tore us apart in this game, played through Danny Ings, brilliant finish into the top corner for 1-0 to Southampton. Then in the 51st minute, Højbjerg over the top, Castillo again involved. He put the ball into the middle and Ings with the header again, them linking up and making it 2-0. Then Juan Mata, 15 minutes ago, Yedlin put the ball in. There was Key. He just lays it off, and Mata with a great turn and finish into the bottom corner, pulled us back into it. And then in the 91st minute, Almiron with the ball out wide, pulls it back to the edge. Key with the ball again into Mata, and another pulled finish, this time into the top corner for 2-2. But then in the 94th minute, it was Castillo who had a free kick on the edge of the area. It just hit the truncheon and just bounced out the stanchion, not the truncheon, the stanchion of the goal, and bounced off the top corner there and went away, and we survived very late on. We then took on Anderlecht away from home in the Europa League. This game did not go to plan. We had a strong team out. There was no reason for it not to be a victory for us, but early on Anderlecht had an attack. It was Chipchu over the top and Santini just allowed to run in behind. Dubravka was back in goal for this one. I'm blaming it on him, really. Yedlin on the attack down the right here. Loads of players in the box, half an hour gone. Cleared away, but Coman with the header lobbed the keeper, who probably should have saved it. He did get a touch on it. But Coman back from injury and back among the goals. But then on the hour, ball put out wide, Sealmakers puts the ball in, and there was Santini, missed him, came to the back post for Musona, and 2-1 to Anderlecht. That was 3 games without a win after this 6-game running run, and I was slightly worried going into another league game that we might be about to suffer another defeat. But then against Stoke, despite things not going too well to begin with, if we can get this up, then you will see ball was played forward, Boyan on the attack. This in the second half, found Ngoy. He cut inside and had the finish past the keeper into the far post for 1-0 to Stoke, and I thought it was all over. 15 minutes left, ball played down the line. Stoke had gone down to 10 men. Manquillo pulled it into Mata, and yet again involved in the goals, found Almiron, who put it in the top corner. And then once more, late goal, less than 10 minutes to go. Haps down the left flank, put it into Muto. He put it across the box, and Hayden, of all people, in there for 2-1, and we did get the victory. So when we look at the tables and the general competition, FA Cup 6th round, Europa League, we've got to overturn a 2-1 deficit, but in the league we are level on points with United. They've scored more goals, that's the difference, but it looks like it's probably between us two for this final Champions League place, and can we catch them? That is the question. So today we've got 2 games. We've got Anderlecht at home and then Watford at home. A couple of huge games for us. We need to get wins in both of these, really. Anderlecht and then Watford, and then Wolves at home as well. So 4 home games in a row, actually, overall. For today's game, we've got a strong team going out there. Barbosa up top, Marin, Almiron and Coman in attack midfield. Hendricks and Hayden in defence midfield with Masuaku, Chambers, Lascelles and Yedlin in defence. And I'm going to change out Dubravka for Woodman once more and see if he can keep the clean sheet that we desperately need to get the win today. It's a tough team. They do still have Bakali on the left flank, Santini up front, Chipchu on the right, Cabot, Makarenko, Combs and Sealmakers in defensive midfield. 4 defensive midfielders it looks like there, or 2 wing backs and a couple of defensive midfielders. And then Apaya, Kara and Sana in defence. They're setting themselves up to get a clean sheet really today, but we need to go out there and we need to get this win. Anderlecht kick the game off here. Apaya forward down the line, but Coman picks up the loose ball. I'm hoping that we can get some quick early goals, because that's what we need, especially having scored at least one away goal. We need to keep a clean sheet as well, really. Hayden on the edge of the area, goes for the effort, comes to Coman, and Coman gets his 10th goal of the season to make it 1-0. I am very happy to have him back in the side, and as things stand with that early goal that I wanted, we are going through to the next stage. Marin with the ball over to Hayden. He had the shot which was blocked, and the ball just ran to Coman. A brilliant instinctive touch into that near post. Question of offside there for the man in the way, but it hasn't been ruled out, and we are going through as things stand now. Can we see this one through, maybe get a couple of extra goals? Masuaku on the attack. Anderlecht have to score now, even if we get another one. It doesn't change things too much. Marin cutting in from that left-hand flank, still going, picks out Coman. I'm glad to have these two back on the pitch together. Coman inside, he went for goal. That was a little bit ambitious in that position, but in front of the Gallagher end, why would you not try? Here's Apaya, tries to come forward, plays it down the line. Ball coming all the way forward to Bakali, who's in behind. He finds Santini. Oh, I thought that was going into the top corner there, but it has just gone wide, and we do survive. Here's Masuaku with a corner towards Hayden. He's in there. He finds the back of the net. 2-0 on the night. We've overturned their deficit, and now we will at least be forced to extra time. If we keep the clean sheet, obviously we go through clean on aggregate goals. Hayden with a very strong header there. The man on the line probably should have jumped, and he would have prevented a goal, but I will take it. Hayden, a couple of goals lately. Here's Sealmakers, though, puts the ball in. Chipchew's there, off the crossbar. Masuaku away, and we do survive that chance. Bakali to Sealmakers. Pushing down the right flank, he's still got a chance here. It comes to Makarenko. He plays it back to Combs, which is the best name in football. Ball out wide to Cobbolt. He's in a good position here to whip it in, but he holds up the ball, and Coman steals it away from him. Right, 2-0. We just need to see this game out. It'd be great if we could get a third goal. Sealmakers puts the ball in. Away by Lascelles. Comes to Bakali. He's got players in there. Whips it across. Santini over the bar. Had he scored there, it would have been all level on aggregate. So we're still in a pretty precarious position. Masuaku with a corner, though. In towards Chambers. And it's the same as our second goal for the third. Callum Chambers with his third goal of the season. An assist for Masuaku there. Two defenders contributing for our third clear goal. And now things are looking pretty smooth and easy for us. 3-0 up on the night. We're back to winning ways after that win against Stoke. We just need to see this one out, and then we can look ahead to the Watford game and hopefully get a run of victories under our belt again after a little patch poor form. Here's Lascelles, plays it forward to Almiron. Out wide to Yedlin. Strong area for him to whip that in. He looks for Marin. It's down to Hendricks. And it is 4-0. An assist for Antonio Marin there. And Hendricks, another new signing, gets the goal. 4-0. And our team is looking extremely strong. I think one more summer transfer window with a decent budget, and we could be in a position to really go after the Premier League title next season. Marin is fantastic, and he's going to get better every year, but Hendricks looks extremely good and has really tightened us up in defensive midfield. Now here's Bakali, puts the ball in. Doesn't really look like there's a way back for Anderlecht, but they're not going to stop trying. Here's Sealmakers, out on the right flank. Got plenty of players in the box, puts it in. It's easy for Woodman there, just a quick gather. Looking to kick this one forward, really. It's just hanging on to the ball. Rain really coming down here in Newcastle. Finally, Woodman releases it to Lascelles. I feel like we're about to concede. The way that they're hanging on to the ball does not fill me with confidence. Coman cutting into the centre. Still going. Does come to Almiron eventually. Now Coman again. Runs forward. Picks out Yedlin on the right flank. He's got players in the middle. He's looking for one. It's Marin. And the goal is there. Marin's 16th of the season. There's only 41 minutes played, but we are now 5-0 up. And for the second time this season, we've come back from a first leg deficit with 5 goals. But this time we still got an hour of football to play with a 5-0 advantage. Didilon, I think. Unable to stop that one, and we are just looking so comfortable. Marin having an incredible game. Masuaku's got a couple of assists. He's doing well. Free kick now for Hendricks. Puts it in, looks at the top corner, it is not far away, and that would have been nice if we'd got a 6th goal there, but that is half-time. What a first half performance that is from the team. I might look to just bring a couple of players on at half-time, give Yedlin a bit of a rest, Mata on the bench, might bring Muto on for Marin as well. And then just see how they do in the second half, because we are not going to concede 4 goals in this second half. Now Miron's going on one hell of a run. He is just booted away by a pyre there. These are interesting little stands there. I think they're probably a little bit out of proportion, the doors into the stadium. Not something I'd noticed until now. Anderlecht players have horrific ratings. They are not enjoying this game. But 30 minutes to go. They haven't conceded yet in the second half. Not an awful lot of time to see out for us. 20 minutes left to go. We've got a chance here. Hendricks steals the ball, plays it down the line. Barbosa gets in behind the defender. He probably shouldn't have gone in, but he has, and he goes for goal. It's well saved there by Dylan, showing his maybe a little bit of class there after conceding 5 in the first half. Now we've got a corner. We've scored 2 of these today. Masuaku looking for a hat-trick of assists. Whips it to the back stick. Lascelles is there. Down to Barbosa. And it's in from Callan Chambers. Gets his second of the game. Very lucky though. It's a shame Masuaku won't get the assist from the corner. But it is a 6th goal on the night. Fantastic performance from the team. Masuaku put the ball in. Lascelles headed it down. Barbosa's effort saved. Came off the post or off Chambers. And in for 6-0. And we have totally annihilated Anderlecht. And it does make you wonder, how did we lose that first leg? But here's Almiron. Over to Hayden. This will do wonders for our confidence. Hendricks carries his run. Now Barbosa. Tackled. Hendricks again. Out to Omaruo. Might whip this one in. He beats the defender. Puts it across. And Barbosa with an easy finish for 7. That's his 18th goal of the season. I wanted him to hit 20, 25 this season. He's on track to do that. And he is getting better with time. I think next season I'm probably hoping he gets to 30. But it was a good finish there. Just pulling himself forward and getting that tap in after Omaruo's assist. Omaruo, not been a bad signing actually. He hasn't played much. He's a rotation player. But he's not disappointed me really. Any time that he's come on. Muto, not really been in this second half very much. But time nearly up. Omaruo with a late throw-in. Can we make it 8? It's cut out by the defender. Cleared away. Now Musona. Has he put too much on that? No, he's managed to keep it. Lascelles intercepts though. Masuaku to Hendricks. Ball over the top. Looking for Muto. Not going to get there. Oh no, he does get there. And Muto on the ball. Whips it in. Comes to Hayden. Into Hendricks. Is there time for one more? Barbosa's shot saved. It's out to Muto again though. Still a bit of time here. Puts it across. And it is finally dealt with by the Anderlecht defence. Just playing out this final minute. Hayden to Almiron. Goes out wide to Omaruo. If he whips it in, there could be another chance here. He does. Muto is there. Comes out. Hendricks. And that is the full-time whistle. 7-0. What a comeback that is in European knockout competition to do that well. I'm very happy with the way the team have played there. That will do wonders for our confidence. It does get us through to the next round. Chelsea are out. So it's Dortmund, Napoli, Leipzig, Leverkusen or Bayern, Lazio, Borussia Mönchengladbach and Zenit in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. A very interesting set of teams there. But with Chelsea out, I think we really do have a great chance of going on in this competition. We are doing so well. So next up, we've got the quarterfinal against Watford in the FA Cup. So let's just jump forward to that game. Well, it's time for this FA Cup quarter-final now. We will play Chelsea in the semis if we do win. So it's a great route to the final, especially given we've beaten Chelsea in that League Cup final so convincingly. We've got a really strong team going out there today. Barbosa, Marin, Mata, Komanad, dream attack with Hayden and Tonali in defence and midfield. Then Masuaku, Chambers, Lascelles and Yedlin in defence. And of course I need to keep remembering to change out Dubravka for Woodman there. Woodman still impressing me. I'm very happy with the way he's been playing. He has conceded a couple more goals now, but he's only conceded 4 goals in 9 games. So he's keeping a clean sheet 2 out of 3 matches at the moment, which is quite impressive. So let's hope that he can do the same here against Watford. Watford are a difficult team. They're not going to be easy to beat. De Jong up top with Pereira and Deulofeu in the attacking midfield areas. Nkunku and Chalobah in central midfield with Capoue just behind them. And then Monreal, Fontas, Cathcart, Veltman and Greatburst in goal. We should be winning this game. There's no other way really of looking at it. I'm expecting the team to get the win. I'm expecting us to make it to Wembley for the 2nd time this season. Now Coman's header there, giving away the ball. Want to see these stats jump up very early on, and there we go, 60% possession, that's where we should be. Getting quite a few shots off, but they've got the first chance. De La Feu puts it in. They've got a free header in there. Oh, I thought that was going to be a penalty, but Coman gets to bring the ball forward. Got a bit of room to be going into. It's good to see him fit. He has been injured a couple of times this season. Heads it in towards Mata. He can play it across. He finds Yedlin outside instead. Yedlin in a great position. Puts it to the back stick. Marin is there. Oh, I thought that was going in. What a goal that would have been if he'd managed to pull that off. It looked like it was going to whip in. Ball sent forward. Easy header for Chambers, but he's given it away. Chalobah puts it over the top, but Masuaku cleans up. Woodman hits it away towards Marin. Header down to Mata. Got players ahead of him. He's giving it away there. Tonali cleans up. Mata tries again. Gives it away again. Tonali cleans up again. Deja vu. Coman. A lot of room for Yedlin now. This will be dangerous. Puts it in. Low. Barbosa on the line. How did that not go in? Barbosa had a great chance there at the near post to give us a lead, but the defenders somehow managed to get across and deny him. So 15 minutes gone. We definitely look like the dominant team, but can we capitalise on this? Hayden picking up a knock. Not what we need at this point in the season. Going to have to bring Key on. This will be Key's last season with the club, I think. Ball cleared away here from the corner. Comes to De La Feu. Hayden trying to get out to him, but isn't going to match him when he's carrying a knock. It's come back to Cathcart. Now Chalobah. Out wide to Capu. Finds Nkunu. Great tackle. It's come for Chalobah again, though. Pereira. I thought he might have got a shot off there where the keeper was a little bit wrong-footed. Here's Monreal. Ball forward, but cut out. And we do manage to survive that. So Key is on the pitch for Isaac Hayden. I still want one more great defence midfielder, I think. We've got a brilliant attack. I'm a little bit worried about Mata's age, but I think it'll be good for another season at least. Here's Pereira. Good tackle by Masuaku. Can he bring it forward? Good ball over the top, looking for Barbosa. He's cut out. Chalobah to Veltman. Again. And now Veltman into Chalobah once more. They're just playing their own little private game. Ball played over. Yedlin has missed it. De La Feu is in. And Woodman with a good stop at his near post there. Yedlin just switched off. And De La Feu can punish you in that sort of position. He's got a corner. Puts it in. Back stick. Chambers away. Coman chases it out. And we do survive. But Watford certainly holding their own at the moment. We've not made the most of our chances. Can we now? Mata looking for Yedlin. And Yedlin scores. Another assist for Juan Mata. Yedlin gets his 5th of the season from right back. And we have the lead right before half time. A great, great free kick this one. Looks like a routine to me. Yedlin just peels away. Completely unmarked there. Manages to get his head on it and over the keeper for 1-0. A brilliant goal. Just checking the offside. He's definitely onside. And Yedlin in. Great header that. I love those sort of looping headers that just go over the keeper and hang before dropping under the bar. And at half time we have got a very deserved lead. I'm going to tell the team not to get complacent because we have found ourselves in this position quite a bit this season. And it is easy to get complacent. Here's Lascelles. Nothing coming out of that. Goal kick from Greitburst. I assume that's a German name. Could be Austrian. Here's Marin. Charging down the left flank. Nobody stopping him until Veltman gets tackling. The ball still ran forward even then. Now here's De Jong. Pretty sure Luke De Jong used to play for Newcastle. He had a couple of De Jongs at the club. Chambers. All the way back to Woodman. Now Lascelles. Ball out wide for Coman. Over the top. Barbosa not quite able to get to it. Cathcart back. Launched forward. A few long balls going on at the minute. Mata wins that ball. Now Marin cutting inside. Plays it over. Coman in. And it just wasn't quite right for him. He wasn't able to whip it into a bottom corner. Throw in from Yedlin though. Finds Coman. Big tackle goes in, but Yedlin cleans up. Finds Mata. Back to Yedlin once more. On his weak foot. And he's fouled in the box. We get a penalty. And Mata is definitely going to take that penalty, I think. Juan Mata with a chance to make it 2 and book our place at Wembley. He steps up. And the keeper went the right way, but it still went under him. 14 goals now for Juan Mata. He's loving being at Newcastle, where he is probably our biggest player. And he's got the goal there. What a signing he was. A free transfer. We could have collected 30 million for him in January. It would have been a massive profit. But the transfer fell through, luckily for us. And instead, we have still got our great talismanic attacking midfielder. And he puts the ball to the back stick there. Barbosa can't win the header. And De La Feu can counter. Still going. holds the ball up, given away. Now Marin over the top, finds Mata. He's in on goal. He beats a defender, Mata. He's going to pull it back. It comes to Tonali, and Tonali makes it 3. Only his 3rd goal of the season. He's been in and out the team all year. He's playing a lot more football now than he ever has at the club. But that was a great goal, just running onto that ball that was pulled back by Mata. Very unselfish. He could have had a strike here when he had that yard on the defender. He did try and play it inside actually, but it just ricocheted out to Tonali. And an excellent finish for 3. And we look like we are back at our best after another little patch of poor form. We are going on another little winning run, it seems. Here's Yedlin coming forward, finds Coman. He's got a man over. Dinks it. Marin, a little bit deeper than he'd like, but it gives him room to run. He's looking a bit tired now. Good tackle. Now Deulofeu plays it over the top. De Jong is in behind and can punish us. Oh, great recovery tackle there. I think that was Lascelles with an excellent tackle. And 3-0 it remains at the moment. Deulofeu takes the corner. Oh, it's just bounced off the player there. Oh, I have no idea. I thought that might be a penalty there. Ball cleared away by Marin. Now Mata plays it forward to Barbosa. He's got a man out on the right if he can switch the ball. He's created a bit of space here, Barbosa. And the big tackle goes in from Veltman. Let's make a couple of changes. I just want to bring on some fresh faces, really. Give some of our key players a bit of a rest. And just see the game out. Here's Tonali, though. He's going to run in from there. Ooh, and that was not far away. Just over the top of the bar. Would have been a great finish if that had sailed into the top corner. But Almiron coming on for Mata. He is his understudy. I'm not sure if Almiron is quite going to make the grade if we find ourselves in the Premier League title push. He has not done enough to impress me. We signed him very cheaply, though. Muto is in, and it's in again. Another Mata free kick, another looping header, and our 4th goal of the day. Muto with his 12th of the season. If he could get to 15, I'd be very happy with that as a backup striker. Excellent header there, past the keeper, and it is 4-0. A very, very good result. They're just checking that offside again. That is tight, but he's definitely on. And then a good header. I do love those. 4-0 now. We're just waiting for the full-time whistle, and I know that Watford are as well. De Jong's had a terrible time. Corner from Deulofeu. Can they get a consolation, or will Woodman keep another clean sheet? Oh, it's off the crossbar. Woodman seems to have a bit of luck about him. The amount of times that ball has hit the bar or the post while he's been in goal is incredible. Here's Almiron. Switches it to the far side for Coman. Lots of space to run into. Still time for another goal here. Big tackle goes in. Gutierrez with it. Finds Nkunku over the top. Yedlin switches it to the far side. Marin on the attack. Players in his centre. He goes for goal. And that is very ambitious. Going on your right foot there. Just looking to find the end of this whistle, though. We've had so many shots today. 12 on target as well. Time nearly up. Veltman puts the ball into Dini. I don't want to concede now and lose that clean sheet. Gutierrez. I mean, our cup form this season has been sensational. It's our league form that has tended to dip a bit with a number of cup games on the go. Yedlin now switches it out, but only gives the ball away to Veltman. He's coming forward. Marin with a good tackle, but Nkunku gets the ball. Now Capu. Back to Nkunku. Out to Veltman. Over the top is a one last chance. De Jong with the ball is going to need to play it in. It's Gutierrez, and that's a full-time whistle. 4-0. A very good win there. Setting up a FA Cup semi-final with Chelsea. A game that we can definitely win. We've already beaten Chelsea at Wembley this year. We can do it again. A really, really good result from the team. Hayden is out for a couple of weeks, but this is a big game on the 4th of April. If we have a look at that schedule, 3 wins on the bounce now. 11 goals in our last 2 games without conceding. We seem to be back on form. We've only lost once, going all the way back to the 18th of January. So we're in a good position. Next time out, I guess we'll play the Wolves and Leicester games and then come back for the match against Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-final. That seems really early for an FA Cup semi-final. Are they normally in early April? Bearing in mind that it doesn't play till a month later. We've got a lot of games, bearing in mind we're nearly in April. We've got the international break as well to come before we take on Wolves. This is a lot of games. Given that we could still have 3 more games in Europe and another game against Chelsea as well, we're looking at a huge number of matches. If we look at some of our big players, they're already up to 42 appearances here for Jamal Lascelles in centre-back and 41 for Chambers as well. They are both knackered, going to need a little rest over the international period. But at the moment, we can be very happy with the way we're playing. We're in a good position in the league as well, tied with United to try and get that Champions League position. But we keep on progressing in the cup competitions. Now, if you are enjoying this series still, do drop a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. But until next time, see ya.